In the blue corner, standing at 5'8", coming out of Detroit, Michigan, Big Sean! And also standing at 5'8", which is interesting because this rapper's name starts with Lil and Big Sean's name starts with Big, but they're the same height. It makes you wonder why Big Sean is Big Sean and Lil Baby is Lil Baby. And coming out of Atlanta, Georgia, it's Lil Baby. Was that unnecessary? I don't know, but either way, it's day one of the official tournament and the official bracket is right here. This is the official bracket you all voted on and I came up with, to be fair to what I thought were the top 32 rappers in the game mixed in with all of your votes. So don't be mad if your favorite rapper is not in the list. You all had your chance to vote last Sunday. But today, we are doing heavyweight Lil Baby at the 1 seed and Big Sean at the 8 seed, which I think he may have been snubbed even though I made the bracket. But first, as you could probably tell on the bracket, I need you all to vote on the 5th seeds because I just couldn't really leave some rappers out and I really wanted a play-in. So right now in the comments, on top of the Lil Baby versus Big Sean debate, I need you all to vote on the 5th seeds between Benny the Butcher or YoungBoy Never Broke Again for the top left bracket, Future or 21 Savage for the bottom left bracket, Lil Uzi Vert or Roddy Ricch for the top right bracket, and Young Thug or Post Malone for the bottom right bracket. I need you all to vote on each of those matchups so we can finalize the bracket for those official matchups between the 4th seeds. And then at the end of the video, you're gonna vote between Lil Baby and Big Sean to move on to the top 16. So decide in your head who you want for the 5th seed, and let's start talking about Lil Baby versus Big Sean. But first up, let's go with Lil Baby, the 1 seed. It's really no secret that Lil Baby is pretty much on top of the rap game right now. Everyone wants to work with Lil Baby. He's been on top of the rap game for the last couple years, and it's no secret, this man's flow is a vibe. He's known for his more melodic flows, and there's just something about him that really draws people in. He rose to fame when he released his Perfect Timing mixtape in 2017, and I'm not gonna lie, that mixtape was pretty dang good. His studio albums Harder Than Ever and My Turn really blew up, and they contain hits such as Yes Indeed, The Bigger Picture, and We Paid, with The Bigger Picture probably being his most mainstream success, talking about social justice and systemic racism. And even if you don't like his music sonically, you have to respect the fact that he's standing up for what he believes in. But he does rap over mainly trap beats, and although he may not be the best lyrically in this whole tournament, sonically, he's no doubt one of the best. I put Lil Baby as the 1 seed because of how many people truly love his sound and just vibe with his music and connect with him. He may not be your favorite rapper, but you have to admit his success in such a short period of time is quite impressive. He's only been rapping with mainstream success for what, 3 to 4 years now, and it seems like he's been out there for over a decade. Much respect to Lil Baby. And moving on to the 8th seed, we have Big Sean. Big Sean is really known for how he got signed to Kanye West's Good Music record label as he was waiting outside the radio station, or he forgot something at the radio station that Kanye West was at, and he ended up seeing Kanye, and he ended up freestyling for Kanye West, who ended up contacting him months later to sign for a record deal. And that is just a story that every artist yearns for. Kanye said he got drawn in by his flow and his freestyling abilities, and no one else will ever be like Big Sean. Big Sean's discography is over 10 years old now. I can't believe he's been around for that long, honestly. His finally famous mixtapes from my generation are honestly some of the best mixtapes I've ever heard, and please don't sleep on that Detroit mixtape because it's very lyrical. He has a lot of guest stories on it, and he talks about his roots, which he seems to do a lot, which I really like because it makes him seem really humble. But you know, his original Finally Famous album also was a lot of fun, and it definitely reminds me of college, and I feel like it was definitely aimed toward that college kid party group, especially with hits like Marvin and Chardonnay and High. But as Big Sean got older, his music also started to mature and grow with him, which is something you just love to see. You can especially see major growth and big steps on Dark Sky Paradise, where he worked with major artists like Kanye, John Legend, Lil Wayne, E40, Drake, Chris Brown, Ty Dolla $ign, and more. His album I Decided is a coming of age story, and I think it's very underappreciated, with great songs like Sunday Morning Jetpack and Bigger Than Me. And his most recent album, Detroit 2, which was released in 2020, also takes him back to his roots, kind of like the Detroit mixtape, although I was a bigger fan of the Detroit mixtape myself. But it was still a great album, and he had a Nipsey Hussle verse on there that was really good. While being a new school rapper, Big Sean still has aspects of his flow and lyricism that dashes in some old school tastes in there. His freestyling and lyrical abilities and his flow are what Kanye saw in him so many years ago, but does he still have the chops to beat out Lil Baby as the 8th seed? So, do we have a major upset on our hands? Do you think the 8th seed, Big Sean, is currently a better rapper than the 1 seed, who's on top of the rap game, Lil Baby? Well, that's not for me to decide. That is for you to decide. Make your votes right now in the comment section below to see who will move on to the top 16. Please do not forget to vote for the 5th seeds. We need to input those 5th seeds in ASAP, because next week's matchup is DaBaby versus Benny the Butcher or YoungBoy Never Broke Again. So make sure you're commenting your votes right now. Thank you all so much for coming. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with this tournament, as it will run all year long to see who is currently the best rapper in the game. Be sure to like the video, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EJSpark1, and as always, you all know what it is. It's peace, love, I love s'mores, EJ, out.